Abandoned puppies this man finds in his garden are really something else entirely. Craig McGettrick of Liverpool, England, was recently doing a good deed, picking up trash from a park near his home, along with his friend Becky. The pair expected to come across some weird odds and ends, of course, but an old dirty mattress was certainly not one of them. Craig and Becky moved in for a closer look. Since they had no idea where the mattress came from or who used it, they proceeded with caution. Why would anyone discard their mattress in such a bizarre place? Craig and Becky carefully lifted the mattress off the ground, only to find something lying underneath it, and that something was moving. The pair was in complete disbelief at what they'd found. There beneath the old mattress was a litter of 5 puppies. Craig and Becky grew concerned when they realized the mother was nowhere to be found. They decided they were the only ones who could help the abandoned baby animals. First, Craig and Becky decided to do something smart. They photographed the puppies so that they could post their pictures on Facebook, just in case someone knew what had happened to them. Then they got to work on bringing them to safety. Craig and Becky rounded up the pups and carefully placed them into a single plastic box. Once they were all secured, the pair rushed the puppies to a nearby Freshfields Animal Rescue in case they needed treatment. In the meantime, Craig posted pictures of the dogs online, and the puppies' photographs began to spread around the internet. Soon, a number of people were inquiring about them, and a few eagle-eyed web users had some interesting questions. A number of people realized that these weren't puppies at all, but possibly baby foxes. Craig and Becky reached out to Martin Hemington, the founder of the National Fox Welfare Society, to see if he could help confirm. Becky had sent a few photos asking if the babies in the photos were indeed fox cubs, Martin later wrote in a Facebook post. So, were they actually baby foxes who had simply been abandoned by their mother? Martin had the answer. We confirmed they certainly were. Becky advised us that they had been taken to a rescue center in Liverpool mistakenly as puppies, not fox cubs. So, they were foxes. Now the big question was, what happened to them? And what should be done? Paul McDonald, a staff member at Freshfields Animal Rescue, theorized that the fox family had been using the mattress as a makeshift den. In all likelihood, the mother had simply left her kits while she looked for food. Vixens leave their cubs all the time whilst they are in the den, Paul explained. As they get older, they begin to explore their surroundings more and more and become less dependent on mom. These foxes clearly weren't old enough to be totally abandoned by their mother just yet, however. Wanting to provide the foxes with the care they desperately needed, Martin asked Paul to see if he could help. Paul realized he needed to reunite the babies with their mother, and he had a plan to get her back. I didn't give the cubs any milk in order for them to be hungry so they'd cry out and call for their mom, which they did, he recalled. I put them around the same place they were found, as I knew the mom would be looking for them, Paul added. She'd be checking the place she last left them. But were the kits gone from their den for too long? It was worth a shot. Paul placed the cubs in a cardboard box alongside a warm bottle of water to keep them cozy. Then he returned the kits to their spot in the park and proceeded to wait for the mother to show up. Sure enough, within an hour, a fox approached the box. I believe once she'd picked up the first one and knew the others were safe in the box, she waited until it got dark to get the rest, as she must not have felt safe moving the cubs in daylight, Paul said. Whew!